Hi there, I'm Trinh. I am a social worker and a mindfulness educator with the Office of Wellness and Integrative Health and the Resiliency Center with University of Utah. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to lead us on a short foundational meditation practice called Awareness of Breath. And this practice is, the intention is to help the mind to settle, right? To create, to actually pause from our usual doing mode, where we're just going down the to-do list, we're checking off things, we're problem solving, we're multitasking, and there is use for that. And then to balance that activity out, we can also find moments where we can sit and be, and there are different ways that that one can do that. So if there are activities that help you to simply be with life and to hit the pause button, please continue to do that. And then you can also try this practice. It's called an anchoring of attention practice. We usually use the breath as our anchor to bring attention to settle in an area and to help the mind to basically stop jumping around from one thought to another. And that gives us a sense of increased concentration, peace, and more clarity in the mind, similar to a muddy pool of water that is still for a period of time and the particles, settle to the bottom. Okay, so with this in mind, let's go ahead and practice. I do want to clarify one myth. There's a myth in meditation that somehow you're supposed to shut down the mind, make the mind stop completely. And that is not humanly possible. Our minds think that's what they do, similar to how our ears hear and our noses smell. It's an ongoing automatic function. And so we're not trying to make it stop. We're just simply being aware of where it is and inviting it to hang out and to sit around and anchor for a bit, and then it'll wander off, and that's okay. That's completely normal, and you just bring it back again. Okay, and notice any tendency to judge yourself in this, and see if you can welcome a spirit of openness and kindness to yourself. Okay. So go ahead and, if you need to, just rock side to side or front and back until you find a happy middle. And you can sit on a chair. I'm sitting on a cushion, but you can sit anywhere you would like. You could even lie down if you don't think you're going to fall asleep. And then settle in. Allow yourself to feel the support of the ground underneath your feet, the cushion or chair. And then also feel into your spine holding you up with dignity, majesty. This is called sitting mountain pose. So just notice how you're grounded and steady, and yet you rise. You can close your eyes if you wish, or you can simply lower your gaze. And then connecting with your breath. Can you take in a deep inhale and a long exhale? You could even sigh. Give a sigh of release. There's lots to let go of these days. And then taking a moment and check in. How are you? Noticing anything that's obvious inside, whether it's a sensation in the body or thoughts in the mind or an emotion that's circulating. Can you allow yourself a moment to just acknowledge what's there inside of you without needing to control or change it? Kind of nodding to it like, I see you. And then taking in a deep breath. And with the exhale, allowing release and movement of what is not needed. And that includes any clenching of muscles, like the jaw or shoulders. Hands or stomach. Just allowing yourself to soften for a moment. You've done a lot of work. It's okay to take a moment for yourself to just be. And then maybe noticing an anchor, a breath. A breath is a great anchor because it's always in the present moment. Or you can also pick a part in the body to be your anchor, like the sensations of your feet or your hands. Just feeling the pulsing energy, feeling cool and warmth, feeling contact with the surface. So I'm going to be guiding you on resting attention on the breath, but again, knowing that you can always pick a different anchor, like your feet or your hands. So feeling into the breath and allowing yourself to accompany the breath on its full cycle in and out. Noticing how the inhale starts at the nostrils, opens you up, and then notice the contraction in the body as you exhale. Can you be with the exhale completely until there's a pause? And then starting again with a new breath. Again, not controlling the breath, not needing to change it, simply being with it. And of course, the mind probably has already wandered off, and that's completely normal. So no need to judge or critique yourself. Just simply noticing and then bringing the mind back. And actually, it's a moment to celebrate when you notice that you've been distracted, because that means you're waking up. You're not lost in thought. You're conscious. So reconnecting with your anchor and maybe finding a point in your anchor that you feel most vividly, and hang out there with your attention for the next few moments. In the breath, that tends to be the nostrils or the chest and the belly, the rise and fall of each of those parts. And now, as we transition out of the meditation, maybe just reflect on a moment, a part that you've appreciated about the practice. Or maybe noticing if there's been any shifts in your body and in your mind and your heart. And then as you connect with what's ahead of you, what do you care most about? There will be lots of demands for your attention. So taking a moment just to reconnect with what is most important to you as you think ahead to the day or the afternoon. What's important? And then taking that in with a breath, sending it to all the cells in your body, and then feeling the exhale. And at the end of the exhale, you can simply reconnect and proceed with your intention. Thank you so much for making a radical stop in your day and allowing yourself to rest, and in doing so, cultivating more clarity of mind, more openness of heart. So, ciao.